Hi guys, day 94. Barcelona is playing against Rome today. Well, yesterday there was a very good game between Real Madrid and Juventus. A very beautiful and nice goal was scored. I want to talk about today. I want to show you my tattoo. Many students have never seen this. It's the only single tattoo that I have. I did it with Fabio, one of my friends, a long time ago. I think this was one of his first tattoos. Now he does much better things. He is a great tattooer, but I still like this very much. Every time he sees, he wants to touch or redo some things. Maybe I will one day. I have to do another tattoo. It says Jesus in Ephesians 6:12. One of my favorite parts of the Bible. There are, in fact, 3 parts that I like in the Bible very much. Let me share with you. For you guys that reads the Bible, this is my suggestion for you, a bilingual Bible. So you have the Bible in Portuguese and the Bible in English in the same spot. Let me put it like this so you can see it better. Camera here. So this is the one that I like, guys. Ephesians 6:12. For we are not fighting against human beings, but against the wicked spiritual forces in the heavenly world, the rulers, authorities, and cosmic powers of this dark age. So you see, you have here in English, right here in Portuguese. Pois não estamos lutando, como vocês, you see, this is the Portuguese, this is the English version, right? Was in this Bible that I have discovered that James is Tiago in Portuguese, or Apocalipse means revelation, because this is the last book. The last book of the Bible is Apocalypse, right? And Revelation. So I like this part of the Bible, Ephesians 6:12, because you can see that there are many things that we don't see. I base myself on this book. I base myself in this book from Frank Peretti, Este Mundo Tenebroso. I read this a long time ago. It's a fantastic book that talks about the story of a family and a pastor in a very small town in the United States. And in the same moments that you see things happening in his reality, you see things happening in the spiritual reality. So it's a very good book for you guys to read or in the audiobook. I have read the book, in fact, but there is an audiobook for this one. It reminds me now that movie, I don't know if you guys have watched, the Constantine.
When I was a kid, I could see things. Things humans aren't supposed to see. Things you shouldn't have to see.
As you can see, many things happening to him while he's happening in the spiritual world, right? Another part that I like in the Bible is this one over here in Ecclesiastes 3:2. No, Ecclesiastes 3, in fact. Time for everything. It's strange because in Portuguese, you see, tudo neste mundo tem o seu tempo. Cada coisa tem a sua ocasião. And in English implies everything that happens in this world happens at the time God chooses. So in here you don't have God. It's kind of weird. He sets, and here you see, God, right, sets the time for birth and the time for death. And here, no, it's just há tempo de nascer, tempo de morrer, tempo de plantar, tempo de arrancar. So it's another part that I like because it talks about there is time for everything, right? And still talking about time, in Ecclesiastes, the other part that I like is right here, in Ecclesiastes 7:8. Here it says, the end of something is better than its beginning, so patience is better than pride. So it shows that sometimes we better not only start things, but go until the end of things, because it's more important than the beginning. Okay, so 3 parts that I like in the Bible, and suggest for you guys for studying English, if you have read one book like Harry Potter, the Bible, you take this and read in English. And for example, I read this book in Portuguese, so now you can see this book in English. Patricia also has this Santa Biblia, is the same Bible but in Spanish. Let me see if I can see here. Focus. No, the focus. You can't see. Yeah, Spanish is always out of focus in my life. One day it will be on focus. But I will read for you. It says, Las doces piedras tomadas del Jordán. My pronunciation is very bad. Maybe one day when I start studying Spanish, I read the Bible in Spanish, or I speak a little Spanish for you guys. And another Bible I have is this one in Hebrew, the Bible in Hebrew. In fact, it starts right over here. This, I don't speak Hebrew, of course. I took to study, but I gave up. So I didn't follow Ecclesiastes 7, right? And this symbol here is the symbol of Aleph, which I want to tattoo in my body one day in the future. So this is the Hebrew Bible, which actually starts over here in Genesis. So this is Genesis, and here is the Hebrew Bible. Of course, I don't understand one word of it. I just know the Aleph right here. That's all I know. Okay. Me and Patricia chose Aleph because in the Bible you have this separation, right? The Aleph. Right here, Aleph. You can't see very well, but right there, Aleph. In Psalm 119, the longest, you see is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Aleph. Of course, in his name doesn't have this last E. Betchy, where's Betchy? Betchy somewhere. Yes, Betchy, Gimel, Dalet. Now it's a girl's name, Betchy, Gimel, and Dalet, right? But it's actually the alphabet. It's like A, B, C, and so forth, right? So, guys, see you around. This was my suggestion for the day. A book to read, read the Bible in English, and the story of my tattoo. I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Bye-bye. See you.